A group of thugs refuse to leave a restaurant, laughing in Joey's face. But they have no idea who they're dealing with. In a flash, Joey, a former Special Forces soldier turned homeless, takes them down, each blow a reminder of the skills he can't leave behind. But behind the fists and fury, there's a man haunted by his past, seeking redemption in a world that's forgotten him. How did he fall so far? And will this path of violence lead to his salvation or destruction? Stick around to find out. Joseph Smith, once a Special Forces soldier, is now homeless and struggling with alcoholism. Living under the alias Joe Jones, he's haunted by memories of leaving his squad in Afghanistan. One night, two addicts try to attack his homeless friend, Isabel. Joey steps in and fights them off, but is outnumbered. Forced to escape, he runs into an apartment building and breaks in to hide. His pursuer gives up, leaving Joey alone. Inside, Joey finds alcohol and drinks it, showing his deep dependency. He cleans up, cuts his hair, and discovers a message saying the apartment's owner, Damon, won't return until October. Realizing he can stay there safely for a while, Joey checks Damon's mail, finds a credit card, and uses it to withdraw a large sum of cash from an ATM. With money in hand, he spends the night in a haze of drugs and alcohol, wandering the city drunk, haunted by flashbacks of his time in Afghanistan, revealing his struggle with PTSD. He searches for Isabel, but can't find her. Instead, he meets Christina, a nun who runs a soup kitchen. Recognizing Joey from the streets, Christina notices his new look. Joey leaves 500 pounds on her table, saying he got lucky and suggests she spend it on herself. Encouraged by Joey, Christina buys a box ticket for a ballet performance, something she's passionate about. Meanwhile, Joey wakes up in the apartment, hallucinating hummingbirds and seeing a hanging body, a disturbing flashback from his time in Afghanistan. He shoots at the visions, revealing the intensity of his trauma. He also suffers from 2 broken ribs, one of which is infected. Needing help, he asks Christina for medicine. She urges him to visit a hospital, but Joey explains that he's avoiding authorities due to a pending court-martial. Despite her concerns, Christina agrees to help him with antibiotics. Joey asks Christina about Isabel, but she hasn't seen her in days. Joey leaves his contact info on street walls, hoping Isabel will reach out. Eventually, Isabel calls to say she's fine and working for some tough people, promising to contact Joey when she returns to London. However, her situation sounds risky, hinting she might be in trouble. Damon's neighbors start getting suspicious of Joey and warn him to open the door, threatening to call the police. Joey opens the door and pretends to be Damon's boyfriend, explaining that Damon gave him permission to stay until he returns from New York. After chatting a bit, Joey manages to convince the neighbors. Joey then takes a job at a Chinese restaurant to earn money. One night, a group of thugs refuses to leave the restaurant, so Joey throws them out. Impressing the manager with his skills. The owner, Mr. Choi, then hires Joey as a driver to deliver drugs and collect extortion money. As Joey starts making money, he sets aside some to provide good food for the homeless at Christina's soup kitchen. The people there start calling him Crazy Joe for his generosity. Joey also finds his ex-girlfriend, Dawn, and gives her money, trying to make up for being gone all these years. Dawn, who's been struggling, feels hopeful seeing Joey again. While preparing a barbecue for Christina, Joey learns that Officer David has found a body that needs identifying. It turns out to be Isabel, who was murdered and dumped in the river. Joey is furious, but Christina calls him a hypocrite, pointing out that his shady work contributed to Isabel's death, as her autopsy revealed drugs in her system. Christina urges Joey to quit the drug dealing and start fresh. Joey returns to the streets, searching for answers about Isabel's murder. After intimidating some thugs, they admit that Isabel's killer was a regular client, a man in his 30s with a scar over his eye. Joey later invites Christina to a gathering to pass this information to Officer David. Christina has a few drinks and kisses Joey afterward. They're clearly drawn to each other, though Christina hesitates because she's a nun. Despite Christina's advice, Joey keeps working for Mr. Choi. When an Italian restaurant owner refuses to pay up, Joey forces him and even injures the owner's son in the process, drawing police attention. Later, 2 officers question Christina about Joey, but she denies knowing where he is. That night, Joey meets Christina, who tells him the police are searching for him. Still upset about his choices, she opens up to him about her past. As a child, she dreamed of being a ballerina, but her father pushed her into gymnastics. Her gymnastics coach abused her, and at 10, she snapped and cut his throat. Instead of jail, she was sent to a convent, where she became a nun. Joey comforts her and takes her back to the church. Christina then speaks with a senior nun about her plans to go to Africa, saying that helping in Sierra Leone has always been her dream, hoping it will help her avoid distractions and refocus. Meanwhile, Joey keeps searching for Isabel's killer and seeks help from Mr. Choi's boss, who recognizes the man he describes. In exchange, however, she asks Joey to help transport refugees. After he completes the job, she invites him to a rooftop party where Isabel's killer, Max Forrester, will be. One of her employees even sneaks Max's invitation to Joey, giving him a way to confront Max. Before the party, Joey asks Christina to take a picture of him in a suit so his daughter can remember him as a good man. Over coffee, Christina shares her plans for Africa, but wants to spend some time with him before she leaves. Back at the apartment, Damon returns and catches a glimpse of them inside. Before he can react, Christina and Joey escape. Joey tries to convince Christina to run away with him, but she's committed to her mission in Africa. She invites Joey to a ballet that evening, giving him a final kiss before parting. Later, Joey leaves a stack of cash at Dawn's place for his daughter and heads to the party to confront Max. Christina waits for him at the theater, but when he doesn't show, she watches the performance alone. At the party, Joey finds Max, who quickly senses danger and tries to flee. Joey catches him and throws him off the building, killing him. He then leaves, getting drunk on the way to the theater. The media catches wind of Max's death and uses CCTV footage to link Joey, a former Special Forces soldier, to the crime. After the performance, Christina finds Joey drunk on the street. Heartbroken, she listens as Joey explains his drinking habit. He says that when sober, he's a lethal machine crafted by the army, but drinking keeps him subdued. He tearfully recalls his time in Afghanistan, where he became brutal, even killing 5 enemies at random to avenge his fallen comrades. Now, he drinks to quiet those memories and stay in control. The next day, Christina departs for Africa, finding a letter from Joey. In it, he says he has returned the money he borrowed from Damon, even adding extra for rent. He has also sent information about the human traffickers to the police, acknowledging that while it doesn't make him a good man, he's trying to make amends. He reflects that for one summer, he felt truly alive, thanks to Christina, and wishes her well. In the end, Joey returns to life on the streets. As Christina views the photographs he left her, we see Special Forces tracking Joey, preparing to capture him. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit the like button and let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching.